Alrighty, today we're clearing off this random toy shelf. It happens to be the biggest one in my room at this point. And yeah, we'll just box them all up in one box and kind of mark it as toy box, but I figured I'd roll through it real quick, see what we've got. We'll start with the 3 little My Little Ponies. Don't forget the My Little Pony brush. Alright, we'll start off with the My Little Ponies. From Comic-Con, I want to say like 2014 or 15. They were consecutive years, but I don't remember offhand. It was quite a little bit ago. Front one here, she's got a secret. It says, "Teehee, I have a secret identity." And they have that kind of cool paintings on them. They do have their real hair, and each one does come with the brush so that you can brush her hair. The other side says My Little Pony Power, and has a pretty cool painting on it. This one says, "Wham, I'll save the day." Painting on it is very cool. Cool hair. Came with the brush again. What does that say? "I'll rule the world." Ooh, I don't know if this one might be an evil one. Alright. And then the middle one, I think Funko did this one. I'm looking for the thing. But its hair's not real, and it's just kind of a solid piece, and it's actually pretty cheap. It's an Optimus Prime crossover, and that's kind of what sold me on it. Just kind of pull stuff off here and fly through it. We got a little Spider-Man. He is like made out of die cast. He's even got a screw back there on him. I don't remember offhand where he's from. He's pretty old. And then we have another kind of unique Spider-Man, solid, just like his look. And then of course one more Spider-Man. This looks like the Peter Parker or the Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. He's a good stander. The other two are. Come on, buddy. Work with me, you're embarrassing me. Alright. See a little Spider-Man action. Steve, this has no articulation at all. I think I got him at some Goodwill or something. I was looking at the toys through there, and that's where he came from. I watched the ponies back there. He did come with a big old crocodile, so we definitely have a little crocodile hunting going on. Let's put these guys back here. Those who may know, Strong Bad. Oh, I was a Strong Bad fan. Good stuff, funny, look it up. And then he's got like Homestar Runner and his other characters. Who else do I have? I got the princess. Fat guy. A little robot chicken action. Chicken, the doctor, all the fun ones. A little Wario. Who doesn't love Wario? So we got a little Cobra Commander. They'll all go just into the toy box, pretty randomly. And a little pickle. I'll generally get it if it's a pickle. Hello Kitty. I don't do a lot of Hello Kitty, but my goodness, is that just the cutest. Little light shade characters. I do like things that get bigger and bigger, it appears. Don't look too deep into that. Put you guys back. We got the Dare car here. Because, I mean, it's the Dare car. And as long as we're talking cars, we got a little Daily Planet action there to deliver the paper. When I was little, I sure loved me a Micro Machine, and that is from when I was a little kid, my original Lamborghini. This also falls in the same category, but not nearly, probably about 11 years old. Little Wonder Woman Micro Machine action there. Loved a good Domo. They came out with tons and tons of them. They have no articulation, and he is just meant to stand, but come on, buddy. There we go. Oh, got a have Lord Chamberlain there. Little Sketsky action. Good one. And then just like this thing was a mint holder and some figures. Alien, some Batwing. This thing I got in the, I suppose, early 90s. That is from my California Raisin collection. I do have a lot of them. I would say all of them, but I don't know. They may have made some, and I haven't bought them since a long time ago. Shadow of the Colossus character there. Kubrick, they come out with a ton. I don't do a lot of them, but I love a Grover. And this is Solid Snake from Metal Gear. There was a time where I collected the heck out of those, and I had all kinds of them, and a lot of them I think they're either gone or somewhere deep in my storage. All around I see I've got Pac-Man, and we've got some ghosts. Superman. In my crafting days, I had like 50 of these Supermen. I got somewhere like at a dollar store or something, and so that's just kind of a shout to that. I've got, hey, it's Pea Guy, always peeing. He's relieved. And we got Homer judging him. This is just a little Powers of the Force style, but one of the cool ones. Oops, I got you, Batwing. Kind of a spider brain guy from the Star Wars movies. I think he was, well, I know he was, walking around in Jabba the Hutt's castle. A little domino effect. This thing here is an Independence Day bomber, I guess it would be, that blew up the Earth. a little Ronald McDonald. We do have a lot of McDonald's Happy Meal toys, and so Ronald there for us. So that's about half of the shelf there. Alright, continuing on. We'll start with our Dark Knight Batmobile. And now you're like, well, that's kind of lame. Why on earth would you collect something like that? Well, let me show you. Right? Alright, and then we got our Mighty Mugs Monoram there from Indiana Jones. Got this cool little tattooed up head there. We're painting that one. And holding the heart. Close to the movie's heart. We got Edward Scissorhands. That's a good old Todd McFarlane piece. As an Edward Scissorhands fan, I like to just keep him on the shelves. I've animated with him. He's got good articulation. All the little scissor things move. His hands can do all sorts of Edward Scissorhandsy moves. So I'm definitely a big fan of that toy. Halo character. I played a lot of Halo in my day, and he's kind of a badass Master Chief, so he sits up on my shelf. We got Clark Kent up here, but he's on a Napoleon Dynamite soundbite.
One game kept wanting me to join because I'm pretty good with the bow staff.
Love the... I don't know where offhand the Napoleon is, but I love the soundbite. Alright, and then we got Superman here, and it's like, what's going on with him? Why does he look so weird? Because I love this guy, because if his little headpiece, the gun comes off, and then do. Yeah, that's right, let's get those pants off. And he flies away with his pants to his knees. So yeah, I love that one. It's from Superman Returns. Do his little shoes come off? Well, sure, he's gotta have the other boots. Yeah, all the pieces to this. And then we got our Superman / the Atom, if you're a Days of Tomorrow, I think, or Legends of Tomorrow watcher. I would put those things back on him in a minute. Got yourself a little Mandalorian. That Yoda with his little ears flopped back was my big seller there. I'll pretty much buy anything as Baby Yoda, as we may come to find in another video. I made you that collection. I do love Robot Chicken, and they did a couple of toys back in the early 2000s, and this was one of them. If you're a Robot Chicken watcher, you will recognize that immediately as the humping the dish, or the washing machine robot. A classic. They also did, big fan of this. And here, actually, of course, it does have, the Beatles. There we go. So everything, maybe if I remember a little, there we go. You go, boy. With action. And then also they had their gummy bear, caught in the bear trap. So, if you stand that, did I shut them off? With the new battery saver. Try that again. Right? And if you've ever seen that skit, the scream is as awesome as that one is. So we'll put these guys back. Oh look, another ghost. A ghost. We got a little Beavis and Butthead. There's our Beavis. And here's our Butthead. And sound bites, of course. Oh, good stuff on the Beavis and Butthead. Those are early 2000s. Those are when they were coming out with the awesome toys. A lot of these are. It's, as far as kind of random toys off this shelf, are going to be from, a lot of them from the early 2000s. Resident Evil is actually one of my biggest collections, all in storage, but there's a liquor from that. We have some really cool ones for Resident Evil. This is from a video game from years ago. He is super hard to set up, so we'll see if I'm going to win that battle. Oh, okay. I don't remember the game, but I sure love that character, so he sits up there, and I love this giant Reaper there. Grover's my favorite, including Super Grover. A little more Domo action. Looks like he has some articulation, which I think that's crazy. They usually don't have that. Alright, little Domo. Little Kermit the Frog on the Star Director. Keep the same theme. We got his little nephew Robin in Boy Scout gear. I doubt this is from my actual childhood, but this is from my childhood as far as that little character from play school, I think. Then we got, oh sure, we'll show this guy. So this little poor dude is sitting there with a knife in hand. There we go. And he's from the Todd McFarlane Jaws box set, and he splits right in half there. Kind of see those guts and his legs, and Jaws eats him. But he goes together really nicely. He just kind of hangs out. Can't see us just standing. There's one in half, so here, we'll do that actually. Ah! I'm playing Super Grover, it's like the boys of Sesame Street. Oh. All right, and we got just a little wind-up robot action. Looks like I put a sword in his hand. Why wouldn't you? All right, okay, let's back some stuff up here. Oh, yeah, we'll put that right by the liquor closet. And then we got some good old classic Smurfs just from back in the day. I think I had a ton of them, and then I realized I wasn't a huge fan of them. But I kept my favorites. Papa Smurf, Little Celebration, Champagne Smurf, Stoner Smurf, always put a smile on my face, Hippie Smurf, and of course, Smurfette. The Smurfs. And then we got, anybody who likes Spy Kids will recognize and love, I love these guys, the Thumb Thumbs. That's a little action figure there. Pretty good articulation. They've got their arms, which are of course thumbs, their neck and head are thumbs, and actually their knees bend there. They do have some assistance because he doesn't stand that well. But totally crazy, weird looking action figure. I loved it. I was like, heck yeah. The Twinkies truck there, I don't think I got it during the day, but this is kind of represent when the Hostess went away for a couple of years. Things like this Twinkie truck was like crazy expensive on eBay and considered a collector's item and this and that, and so I think I had already had one, because I have a pretty big Hot Wheels or car collections that are kind of unique cars, and so I put that on the shelf just to kind of represent that. Looks like we got just an aquarium full of body parts there. That's going to be from Walking Dead, and there's probably a piece in there from, I'll be Walking Dead. There might be a piece in there from Sleepy Hollow as well, and Henderson. This is just a kind of a hard, solid figure, but he's actually the one Where the Wild Things figure they didn't put in the box set. I did a review on that from the McFarlane series, but he was on the page where they were all dancing, so he should have been there. But they switched him up for Aaron. Another Napoleon Dynamite soundbite. Kip.
I'm trying to become a cage fighter.
More?
So, don't be jealous that I've been chatting online with babes all day.
Happy Meal toy of Indiana Jones. And then you push him down and all the crystals fall and shows the crystal skull. That might be the best thing that came out of that movie. This is another Happy Meal toy. This one's from the 90s, Taco Bell, KFC series, Yoda, Darth Vader. Oh my gosh, I'm blowing your mind. That was a pretty cool one. And we got the Brain Gremlin from the movie, Gremlins 2, the new batch. They did a series and still are actually putting out some of these Gremlins, and they are gorgeous. They are very cool looking, detailed wise. He actually comes with a couple of things, and I mean, over the years I've lost him. He's totally just a shelf gremlin. And then lastly on the toy shelf, we've got, I don't know what it's technically called, a terror dog, I think, from Ghostbusters. Terror dog, you push his tail down and he gets all terrifying. Very, very cool made character. Take some pictures of that. So yeah. Alright. Wants a boxer up?